presented, and they looked good, and they were doing things right. Oh, man. This game this weekend is going to be pure fun. It's on a Sunday like a football game should be. We do have one issue, though. We got a couple issues, though, with injuries. But you know what? That's fine because we got a few weeks to go before the real deal takes place, and we should be just fine. But the 49ers went down there and put an enthusiastic show on safety. So, Cal, we've been meaning to come down here to hook up with y'all, man. And man, we're going to beat your butt today, man. We're going to party tonight, though, right? 49ers impressive in midweek training with the Chargers. The Niners displayed an energy in today's joint workout with the Chargers that was starting to dwindle a little bit in Santa Clara. You and I both know this. We were getting tired of hearing the news. The red-gold glow was bright for both the defense and the offense today. Tonight, we're going to go to the phones after previewing the media details of today's action and taking your thoughts and reactions to the 49ers workout with the Bolts. I couldn't, yeah. And, Coach, I saw you on Twitter. I was laughing, man. Joe Stanley lives in SoCal. You already know about that, right? So Joe said, hey, Kyle. Yeah. Yeah, can I come on over and join you guys? So I guess, and from there, the story takes off. The question to Kyle, Coach Shannon, was what does it do for the O-line to have former 49ers offensive line Joe Staley out there working with them? Kyle said, quote, we'll see as we get going forward. Yesterday was his first day working. It was our off day, and he was so amped up. He was kind of annoying us all day, wanting to do more. But I'm pumped that he's here. He's passionate about football. He loves football. It'll be nice to have him in the room. He's never been on this side before, so he's probably going to be a little sensitive, realizing how we're not always nice with what we say behind closed doors. But we'll see how he does. Just that statement alone resonated in my mind for about 15 minutes. I wonder I really wish I could be a fly on the wall. What are they saying amongst coaches behind closed doors? Coach Tim, you might get in on this. I'd like to know, what do coaches talk about when they're not in earshot of any players? They go ahead and let it out, don't they? God, he just really, I tell you what, I don't know what else I'm going to do with this kid. I'm trying to hold on to him, but if he shows me another day like he showed me today, I've got to say goodbye to him. I'll even call his parents and tell them why. Because you can see coaches are always, God, no, do it again. Guys, first take a lap. Think about what just happened. Coaches go nuts when you're out there. It's scary because they want perfection, but they just can't get it, right? I know he'll be opinionated, and I'm just pumped to have him home. Joe! God, I'm so delighted with this. I thought it was just going to be like, Joe lives out, Encino? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure in SoCal exactly where he lives. But I thought he might just, Joe, I'm in the neighborhood, Coach. Let me come on over. Joe I think he was in Santa Clara. What did the coach? I look into that a little further. But Joe, let's see how long he's going to stay with the guys. Is he going to stay with them for a while? You see that slimmed down shot of Joe standing at the sidelines just observing the field? Joe's in great shape. But fam, today kicked off the first of two joint practices between the Niners and the Chargers in Costa Mesa. And Coach Shanahan was happy overall with the performance of the guys. The Niners have been going head-to-head amongst themselves for the past 2 weeks. You know about that with the changeup, adding a refreshing feel to the final week of Niners training camp 2021. Let's go over some of today's stuff according to Coach Shanahan. Both teams got at one-on-one drills. Here are some takeaways. Tight end George Kittle versus Chargers All-Pro safety Derwin James was a highlight of the session. And you could have predicted that before it even took place. Nate Sudfeld hit GK in and on an in-out route for the catch. Derwin James said about the experience, I like it. This is a quote. I like it. I was the first one over there. I was like, hey, Kittle, me and you. The people want to see me and you go. So we've got to give them what they want. It's good going against him. He's the best, and I feel like I'm the best. So why not go against each other? Unquote. You got to love the spirit. The football gods were probably applauding as they watch Two of these Titans going at it. Ooh, Jawan Jennings caught all of the passes thrown his way during one-on-one work, including a deep over-the-shoulder ball from Trey Lance for Chargers quarterback Dante Vaughn in coverage. You may have seen the clip. That was one of them Russell Wilson dropping the bucket pass. You check that out? Jawan. Whew. I said, ooh. I gave them both props. T. Lance with that beautiful shot, and Jawan. Every day we're hearing about Jawan. I don't care who's throwing the ball. Sudfeld, Rosen when he was with us. Everybody connects with, Jennings just, that dude is. Fam, he makes this team. Now, that's automatic. There's no doubt about that. In what capacity is the question from here on, right? The reception went for a would-be touchdown, of course. Talanoa Hufanga had a nice rep, breaking up a pass intended for tight end Matt Sokol. Cornerback Alexander Myers intercepted a pass intended for wide receiver Jalen Gutan. This is the first time I've heard about Myers. When I first looked at his name, is he for the Chargers? He said it was us. Diamador continues to impress. See, Diamador says, I may have my struggles against our corners and wide receivers, but put me up against other people, I'm ready to go. Diamador broke up a pass intended for wide receiver Austin Prohl. One. Okay, I'll just remember that. 49ers in Chargers also 7-on-7 reps. In the first series, Jimmy G was a perfect 6 of 6, completing passes to Kyle Juszczyk. Brandon Ayuk an impressive deep out to GK. During full team work, Dre Greenlaw, Jonas Griffith, Kentavious Street, Darian Daniels, Arden Key, and Elijah Mitchell all recorded run stops. See me? Oh, I love this team. Street, Daniels, Key, D Ford. I said D Ford. He was working out today, fam. And Samson Ibukam, who made his return to practice, all recorded at least one would-be sack. JG connected with Travis Benjamin a few minutes later on a post route for a 30-yard touchdown in double coverage during full team work. During red zone drills, Fred Warner broke up a pass from Justin Herbert to Chargers 6'8", 6'8", end. Donald Parham Jr. in the corner of the end zone. That's why they call him an all-pro. Fred goes 6'3", right? 6'3", somewhere in the 6'2", 6'3", something like that. 6'8". Fred's looking at the dude's chest. Don't matter. Fred said, if you're out here, your butt is mine. Warner said after practice, quote, they've got some big bodies at tight end. It was a play where he had to leverage on me. I just had to run and play hands to hands and make the play, unquote. Fred, that's why you are who you are. Fred, that's why you get paid the big bucks. Get you. Rookie Ambry Thomas forced an incompletion on a pass intended for wide receiver Tyron Johnson during red zone work. As for the Niners offense, JG connected with Charlie Warner in the middle of the end zone for a score. T. Lance found Ross Dwelly in a similar spot for a touchdown. On his ensuing series, Lance connected with Jennings for a 5-yard score. See? Jennings. During 2-minute work, Dante Johnson knocks a pass breakup. The Niners defense managed to hold LA's first-team offense to nothing more than a field goal. Oh, I love this stuff, man. I tell you, remember I told you, Lenore, again. Lenore closed out practice with an INT of quarterback Chase Daniel. I remember we had our reservations and concerns about Diamador. I'm telling you right now, if you thought he was going to get cut, think again. I think he maybe makes this team. You know what we got to do? Count the cornerbacks right now and see if you can fit Lenore in. Because he was, as that woman just said, you are the weak link. He ain't now. But you can't cut Ambry. I don't know what they're going to do with this, fam. How many guys? Dante's used to getting cut. We put him on speed dial anyway. We'll need him some point in the season. You don't need to be concerned. Slide him a little extra bucks just so he stands by. While attempting to drive the ball downfield, Daniel was looking for Chargers wide receiver John Hurst up the sidelines as Lenore came up with the ball. No! Access denied! Deal! Go! The Niners looking to give Trent Williams a week off. Williams had his knee drained after experiencing minor knee swelling. You knew this was coming. Man, if next week we have to hear something, I'm gonna, oh my God. The hope is for Trent to be available for the Niners' third preseason game against the Vegas Raiders. Jalen Hurd was held out of Thursday session. This is all the bad news now. Jalen Hurd was held out Thursday session as he has been dealing with knee tendonitis, a lingering effect from last year's ACL repair. You know what though, and it's not a nice thing to say, but as long as Jennings is out there doing the Jennings right now, and he's a big guy, he blocks. I understand the reports are saying he does well with that. He's out there. He's not the dynamic specimen that Jalen Hurd is and would be, but if he's just going to be tough and get it done, we ain't going to be left hanging with that position, fam. I mean, Debo, Ayuk, Sanu, Jennings. I'm still concerned about the fact that we're not talking about Simba, but okay, we'll wait a minute on that. I ain't heard nothing about Richie James being involved either. So, I don't know what's going on there with Kyle. The Niners are shutting Jay Hurd down for the week with the hopes he can return ahead of Week 3's preseason matchup. Seems like that's going to be the goal now. Shannon also gave an update on second-round pick Aaron Banks, who suffered a shoulder injury during the Niners' preseason opener. Banks is likely to miss 1 to 2 weeks with a minor AC sprain. And as mentioned by Shannon earlier this week, linebacker Aziz Al-Shar, that knee, he returned to practice today. So all systems are basically a go and good. When you consider this game of football, if you have 2 or 3 guys out, as opposed to the armies we had out last year, you got to appreciate the position we're in right at this particular moment. Please stay with us. Lord, stay with us. We're doing good here. One big name has went down, Trent Williams, but it looks like he's going to be okay. I don't know about Javon Kinlaw. Nothing said about him in this report. Robert Slavin, is Trey about to play the ones tomorrow? Somebody said, Kyle did say something about he was going to let play against one. Listen, one of the things that people are getting confused about, though, the offensive line is not going to change that much. I don't know if Alex Mack is on the field. I don't know. I guess Thomason may be there. And, of course, Mike. But I don't know. You know what? It's not a lot different. So hopefully, I don't know what's going on with the guy we got from Michigan. But you know what? Man, it's pretty scary right now. So we'll see. Let me go. Coach says, Trey's position coach Beck came out with some criticism of Trey's fans don't want to hear right now. Most in the know have said it already too, but fans not listening to pros. Anyway, thanks, Coach. William Roberts, I'm concerned about our O-line and secondary. Need not consider. Read some of the takeouts from the Chargers regarding the 49ers secondary. Those guys are going to get it done. They're going to. In fact, when you think about the frontline defense when it's going to be whole, you've got some talented individuals back there. I don't know that we need to be overly concerned. I am concerned about the offensive line. Health is already becoming an issue. William Roberts says, I'm concerned about our old line, our secondary. I hope we can get this straightened out and stay healthy on both sides. Staying healthy, boy, I tell you what, that's oh my God. If you are religious, please, and all you atheists, you can even pitch in too, man. Talk to somebody, man. 49ers need all the supernatural help they can get. Yeah, we just got Robert. We got anybody else? Let us now pick up the phone where the Rev awaits. Rev, please, would you come on in here now? Oh.
Ronbo.
It's football time, fam. Juice, juice,
Oh
juice.
yeah.
Give me some, Fred. But on some of the things you just heard and took in on your own today, what is your outlook on this particular team today as they went down to SoCal? And it sounds like they damn near held a clinic.
Well, let's get this show started. First, I want to start this off by giving the man, the legend, Ronbo, for giving us this platform to speak our hearts and minds about our
Thanks, Rev.
49ers. Shout out to my 49er family worldwide. Rep that beautiful red and gold 24/7, 365. Well, got that out the way. So, as we sit here and embark on, what happened today at the joint practice. I mean, practice is practice. I mean,
True,
it's
true.
going to be what it is. Some obviously, the critics, the doubters, the whatevers we call them, are going to say this, say that. But the thing that I want to really emphasize is that it's about the team. Period.
Always has
The
been, always
team.
will be. Yes.
If we go out and execute as a team, nothing is going to stop us. I mean, we can hear all day long the accolades. This person did this. Trey Lance did that. Jimmy Garoppolo did this. But come time to week 1 versus Detroit, that's when we will know.
Us against them.
Period. Period. Point blank. Week 1, put the pads on, go out there and show them what's up. I think this team has it's a different vibe, I feel, about this squad, because that hunger is there. Yeah, there's no question. The hunger is there. It's just we have to go out and execute. As anything, we're going to keep our thoughts up. Hope that we just stay solid, we stay healthy, because we're dangerous. Like everybody keeps sleeping on us. Everybody says this, everybody says that. We're dangerous. Like a full, healthy 49ers team is dangerous, and we all witnessed that 2019. So, we just need to come out, execute, fight each down. Everybody got their little critics, and, Jimmy can't do this, and, just scratch all that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm going to say it once again, until anybody else get out there, put pads and helmet on and do their job, you can talk all you want to. But, I think we're going to be, I think we're going to be good. I'm excited, just like everybody else. All of us are excited, just to get 49er football and to see the family back in the stadium, showing the love and the support to our squad. That means a lot. So this year, hopefully, I'm gonna be able to get out. Hopefully, with my knee and everything. But I'm trying to go to at least 2 games this year. So, but definitely, we're just hungry and we're determined. And fam, there's one thing always know, that regardless of win, lose, or draw, we're 49ers faithful. Period. Faithful. So just as long as we keep that positive mindset and, just rep our colors, rep our team, stand proud regardless of the haters and the naysayers, we're going to be good. So, but I'm not going to hold you up. I just want to send my little shout out to, my fan worldwide.
Yeah.
Everybody stay positive, stay peaceful, you know what I mean? Don't say no stupid stuff in the chats, you know what I'm saying? Donnie Kitty Cat Bird, he's somewhere out there. Texas Boy probably in the chats, and all these other people that like to get in our chat. We know that y'all don't get attention, so you want to come up here. So, Ronbo, we appreciate you. We thank you. Thank you so much for just giving us this opportunity, this platform to speak our hearts and our minds. And I'm just going to end it like I always do. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Period. 49ers for life. That's what we do. Red and gold. Live it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Rev.
You know what I'm saying? Book of Champions is coming. You know what I'm saying? Week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a new Book of Champions. So, you know what I'm saying? Be ready for that. The Rev's going to speak week 1. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this tradition going this year. Every game day, I'm going to come up here, speak a verse from the Book of Champions. That's how we do it. 49ers for life. Everybody be blessed, be safe, be good. You know what I'm saying? Ronbo, we appreciate it. We thank you. We love you, my brother. Be safe.
Thanks, fam.
49ers for life. and I holler at y'all.
Rev, you are truly.
Peace.
We are fortunate just to have your presence at any given moment. Appreciate you, Rev. Tell you what,
No
I'm gonna
doubt,
be back
Ronbo.
tomorrow and game day. Looking for you too.
All right.
If you got some time. All right, fam.
Well, I'll be on here tomorrow.
All right.
Peace out.
Night, Rev. And 775 NV. Could this be a Raider fan? Or is he a 49er fan that just happens to be in Vegas?
Yo, what's shaking, Ronbo? It's Casey, man. I just got a new number. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to call in so I get it a little earlier tonight. You know what I'm saying?
You know
but I did get a new number, Ronbo.
You know what you're good, Casey? Because if you ever commit a crime or something, they'll never be able to trace you by your phone number. Casey, man, I'm talking Jawan Jennings, Diamador Lenore. These are the people we talked about early on. We said, who's going to be the surprise guys coming out of camp? D.O.
Whoever's healthy,
Jawan.
Ronbo. Whoever's healthy, whoever makes it out of camp, man.
Well, yeah. Praise me. You know, because it's so
I can't
scary.
believe it, Ronbo.
Yeah.
My man Jalen, man, we got to start calling him Jalen Hurt, Ronbo. There's no other way around that, man.
Don't do that. Oh, please don't do it.
And I don't get it because my understanding is that he had a game in college where he like threw out his back, like, tore vertebrae or some crazy shit, finished the game. And I don't understand it. I mean, I think it's a weird time because he's, has been out the field for so long and he wants to get back, but if the coach is just, I don't know.
He can't be out there.
He must be
doing
really
that
good.
Well, he is. I mean, we just can't get him. He's like Humpty Dumpty. We just can't put him back together again. So,
what the good thing is, though, is that Kyle likes to get attached to players, like Trent Taylor, a few other players. So, the way people are going down, man, before we know it, man, Jalen might just be wide receiver number 2, Ronbo.
Or it's a...
I mean, I can't believe this is about Trent.
Plotting.
Ronbo, we got to get a petition going. We can't keep talking about this because it's not about the injuries. Injuries happen in all sports. It's about the frequency that it seems to happen with the 49ers. There's something that needs to be changed, whether it be their diet, their workouts, their sleep regimen. They need to make a real conscious effort to say, look, we got a problem here, and our problem is our best players are going down left and right.
Well, not yet.
Things like, remember Fred got hurt, a couple years ago? George,
before season started.
Nick, Jimmy,
I remember that.
These are our top players. Trent, it's not like, I mean, not that anybody is valuable or, whatever, but I mean, it's an all-time high, man. And I'm just...
You know what I'm going to do? Somebody went down...
I don't know what to think.
An offensive lineman went down permanently today, too, on another team. I'm gonna start keeping tabs on the luck of other teams. I forget which offensive lineman it is.
I think they need to start allowing some more of those over-the-counter medications, Ronbo. I don't know what's going on, man.
Listen, I tell you what, you can survive a car crash if you're high enough. They say there's something about relaxing and not really panicking in highly stressful conditions that could save your life. Wait a minute. Casey, we're not supposed to be condoning the usage of over-the-counter drugs. Stop. See what you did? Oh, my. I withdraw my comments. Well, the jury was... Don't take that seriously. Go ahead.
They got to get something going, man. They got to get a better dietitian, strength and conditioning coach. They got to get something, man.
Well, our guys work hard, though. I don't like the guy that clipped.
I mean, do you really think
Trent
we're going to
Williams.
get double-digit games out of Trent this year now?
I'm worried about that. I don't know how serious it is.
I mean, these are big questions, though. I mean,
I don't know.
Because what we got Jalen looking at maybe be wide receiver number 6, right? Number 5. Before we know it, man, Jalen might just be wide receiver number 3, legitimately. He's
got one more week, and he goes to the IR for the season. So that will mean there'll be a spot opening up. In case you want to predict that position right now, because
one more
between
week
Richie,
and then he has to.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what they're going to have to do. You can't. We have to cut the roster down in 2 weeks, right? So you don't have time for him. If he can't show us anything by next week, what is he going to do? You going to cut him?
I have no idea, Ronbo. That's a tough question. I mean, at this point, I have no idea because I mean we've seen Richie at least produce, against the Packers, and we know the potential of Jalen, but he's just got to get on the field, man. I mean,
okay, Ayuk, Debo, Sanu, Sherfield.
What's funny is the other night on one of your videos, I think it was on the live stream, you were going, is this a contract year for Richie? Yeah, this is definitely a contract year for Richie.
It is. I mean, this is it. Richie, you know what? That's why he might make the team. That's why he might make the team. Tyler said, I couldn't cut him on his contract year. That might be.
I love every 49er Ronbo. I even loved Kyle Williams back in the day, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go.
I'm still
hard
mad.
I'm
still mad at him. But yeah, I understand that.
Well, I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't hate him, but I'm still mad at him.
You put the Niner uniform on. You put the 49er uniform on. I trust everybody in the 49ers to say, okay, this guy wants to play. He wants to play hard. That's why I guess someone who makes feelings about Jalen. It's like, I don't know what to think, man.
Well, he's not doing it on purpose. I imagine if he's not able to participate, it's not because he doesn't want to.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I like to go easy on these guys,
No, I draw a line on that too.
Like
Football's a rough game.
Yeah.
I just wish that if
is.
I saw him last week, how come he hasn't? How come? I mean, it comes to that question. Because I've never torn an ACL.
This whole NFL, like the NFL that we're in now, it's not like back in the day where you could just not show up to practice. Nowadays, you got to make sure that you're not going to get, you're not going to infect everybody. The whole team goes through a whole lot more now than they did, a year or 2 years ago. So he must really, I mean, for him to be there, he has to really want to play, and he must be really injured. So.
And in case you look at his skills,
I don't know, I just wish they would come out. And,
he's got them. So that's another thing that will make you hesitate. Yeah. Otherwise, he'd have been waived 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I saw Joe Staley out there today, and I'm thinking, man, Joe looks so good. We should get him at tight end.
Did he look lean out? Dude, and he could run. Casey, you've been joking, but Joe could play tight end, and I think he did.
Joe is one of the fastest.
As I remember.
He's legitimately one of the fastest people I've ever seen.
Joe could go.
His reaction timing, the way he gets off the line, it's phenomenal, man.
You remember that clip of him blocking downfield for Alex Smith years ago? And Joe was like, Alex had to work hard to keep up with Joe.
That's such a beautiful play. The way Joe dove out there, Alex with his spirit fingers. Alex with the spirit fingers on us, man. Oh, man.
And Joe was jamming.
Just don't make them like they used to, man.
Okay, see. Tell you what, always
back
fun
in the
stuff.
day when Dante Whitner could hit you helmet to helmet and it wouldn't be a game-changing penalty.
They scrape your body up off the ground and just keep playing.
Nowadays, they coughed. They coughed on Drew Brees. Throw the flag, Ronbo.
What is it called now?
I can't believe this NFL.
That's 15 yards unsportsmanlike contact for hitting a defenseless receiver. What?
Nowadays, like in the NFL, you can't even you see this taunting penalty that came out now?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna hit us. They're gonna hit someone, man. They're gonna be like,
no,
15-yard penalty for taunting.
No. Casey, all the 49ers, if I'm the coach, I tell, listen, if you're going to get fined by the NFL for taunting, and then I'm going to fine you again. Don't do that, guys. I'm serious. Just use your head out there. Don't do it. Casey, we got to go, though, Phil.
Not everybody's Barry Sanders,
Yeah, I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay? Have a great night.
Hey, Ronbo, sincerely appreciate you, Ronbo. Thank you so much, man. You're the best in the biz. Ain't no Seahawks fans got no Ronbo. You know what I'm saying, man? Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks, Casey. Right, you too. And he is, without a doubt, his practice can be found all over the internet. He is Dr. Papa Dragon. Pop, I just realized we have a man of the cloth that comes in and joins us. Now we have a doctor.
Yes.
What do we else? We need some police for that chat, though. Look at them. They're just too. I tell you, Pop. Ooh, it's a good thing I can't be in the chat at the same time. Boy, if
Oh
I'm doing
Lord.
this show. But, Pop,
Need
what
some
did you take from
police
today's...
for the chat.
Pop, what did you take from today's workout, though, fam? I like the way the guys were inspired because I guess they really did get tired. They're starting to get a little sluggish in Santa Clara. Went out SoCal, and you got, I mean, my man, I mean, he appreciates George Kittle beating him up. I said, this is special.
It's
Derwin,
practice, man.
you know?
It's practice. I remember back in the day when Larry Allen got drafted, and he was like the best guard in the draft, and then he came up against Reggie White in the club move in the regular season, and he just threw Larry Allen everywhere. He just threw him left, threw him right.
I tell you, man.
He got so mad. He hit that weight room, and he took his 500-pound bench press to a 750-pound bench press.
And he still wouldn't be able to do that with Reggie. Hey, something about Reggie.
Oh no! When they came up again the next year, it was Dallas running down people's throats, including the Packers. Oh, dude, man, Emmitt Smith used to get about 800 yards on the ground before someone touched him. You could get 1,000 yards on that offensive line. But what I noticed today was I noticed a couple things. Obviously, conditioning is an issue. Offensive line is an issue. On the plus side, though, a lot of the one-on-ones, it looked to me that the 49ers are winning most of those one-on-ones.
Yep.
The same strong players that are popping up in practice and in preseason popped up today. Hufanga again, Ward, Verrett. We know about the D-line. The D-line had a lot of sacks today.
Don't forget Fred.
Fred. I shouldn't even have to mention Fred.
I mean, you know what? It goes without saying. That's why I say we could. Hey, guy, who's going to get game ball today besides Fred Warner? It's always that. Or else it's Fred every week.
Yeah. We got this generation of Lee Woodall and my boy Greenlaw. So I think that, I think it was a good day. Obviously, they got a little bit gassed at the end. I think Jimmy started off real strong, and he got tired.
Ran out of juice at the end, yeah. He
ran out a little bit of juice. Yeah, that happened. I think, I think Trey played, well again today. So, I think it was, these practices are probably really important, especially this part of camp, because you're playing against somebody else.
And the conditioning you mentioned, too. Because if guys are getting worn out, good. That means you really got your butt worked out. Because you're not going to get worked out during a real game. You're going to spend your time on the sidelines. You're going to be able to drink in water, shoot in the breeze, But workouts like this, let's go, guys. Let's go. Hustle up all the time. So, if you're in shape,
I don't think, do we have any injuries today? I don't think any injuries.
Actually, we came in with injuries, but I didn't want to say anything about that because you know how it goes, Pop. You put that vibe out there, and all of a sudden things go south.
It's part of football.
I know.
I mean, obviously, Trent Williams is disappointed, but I was very happy to see Trent Williams working with the rookie left tackle. I was really happy about that. Although I think it's Jalen Moore. I had him pretty much as a guard. I didn't really see him as a left tackle.
Yeah, the 49ers just moved him over there because he has that capability, but not necessarily his strong suit. He's probably still a guard.
No, my understanding was that he's a swing tackle right now. He's the favorite to be a swing tackle. So we'll see how that works out. But I tell you one thing. Right now they may have to put Trey Lance in there as necessity. If Trent Williams is not going to be around as much as we need him to be around to protect Jimmy's left side, you might have to put Trey in there because at least Trey can, escape and, kind of pull a Russell Wilson as opposed to Jimmy. So I hope that Trent Williams is going to be 100% okay. But draining knees, man, usually draining knees is like, it's not that it's serious. It's just,
inflammation is just really bad if it ain't torn.
It's maintenance. What I'm just saying is that it's a maintenance thing. It's like you can play on it but then you're getting it drained. Then you're getting it shut up. Then you can play on. Then you get it drained. Then you can get it shut up. You just see the days coming off the end of your career. You know what I mean?
Pop,
So obviously,
have you ever had water drained off your knee? You know what? I was so scared. In high
no,
school,
I've
my
seen
knee
it.
was swole up, and I'd heard about everybody else. Oh man, you get there, man. The doctor says this huge needle in your knee just starts draining fluid. Word? Okay, you know what? I had mine swole up. I didn't tell nobody. They kept flexing. I got lucky. It went away.
All right.
I was scared.
No.
When he said a big needle,
Oh,
I was done. Oh.
no, I've never had to do that. But it's like I was intensely scared of it because I saw it all the time. And it was like a routine thing with some players. It's like
Yeah.
every week they're getting their knee drained. So they played it. They played well.
Ah.
But I mean, a lot of these guys ain't walking right today. I tell you that.
Oh, God. I've always been a coward when it comes to needles, and that's the ultimate needle. Oh,
I'm a big coward
huge.
in needles too.
No, man.
I'm a big coward when it comes to needles too. But no, I've been fortunate as far as that goes. I used to always dislocate ankles. And speaking of injuries, and Jalen Hurd, have you ever seen the knee surgery? Have you seen knee surgery? Knee
No,
reconstruction surgery is one of the
no.
most vicious things you can put your body through. They sit you in a chair, jack you up like you're in a car, and they're literally sawing at your leg, and you see smoke
Whoa, 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 whoa,
and
whoa.
crap flying out your
Whoa,
leg.
Pop, they don't do that anymore. Everything's
Look,
lasers, right? They
are you
go in there.
kidding me? Oh
What?
no, it is not. I just met a young man the other day, a local town kid who was an athlete, and his career was over after knee surgery. He's a football player, and he had the two longest, biggest scars on his front of his leg you ever seen in your life. No, when you get knee reconstruction, and they had to redo those ACLs and tendons and stuff like that. Oh no, they sit you down and they have to open that knee up and they have to reattach those tendons and they have to put things over the tendons to make it work. Sometimes they have to use screws and
But you're
shit.
talking about a certain level of damage, though, right? Because usually orthoscopic surgery, they just go right in through a
Oh
small
no,
opening. This is
oh no, no. Arthroscopic is different. Arthroscopic surgery is like they go in and they do like cleanup stuff. They're doing it like a cleanup thing. That's not reconstruction. When you tear your
right. It's two
ACL, they
different
have to
terms.
reattach that
Reconstruction.
tendon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you like, I'm trying to describe it to you in the best way possible to make
I know,
so
but
everyone can
it's
understand.
giving me an upset stomach. I
So
get squeamish.
arthroscopic, yeah,
Oh.
arthroscopic is a cleanup procedure. That means there's debris in the knee. So that means that
Mm.
there's like pieces of either tendon and bone that's floating around. You can go in there and arthroscopically take that stuff out. But when it comes to reattaching tendon, you have to reattach a tendon. So
Oh.
what's happening with Jalen Hurd is that he's at about the year point where his ACL is being repaired. This is his first one ever been done, right? So I'm not making excuses for the kid.
No,
I
no.
still think he's going to be on a team, but he's going to be in the putt list because healthy, he has the potential to be the best receiver on the team.
Mm.
Now, what you would hate to see happen is that all of a sudden they cut him 6 months down the road, somebody like Seattle picks him up,
And
and
that's
all
the
of a
team
sudden
too.
he goes on to have this great
Have a brilliant
career.
career. You know.
Exactly.
Oh
So
God,
how long
Doc.
how long does Tebow have left on his deal?
Who?
How long Debo? How long does he have left on his deal? Debo.
2 years. He's been with us 2 years.
He's got
Yeah, he's got 2 more years, right? So
he's got
yeah.
okay, yeah. So yeah, I
So
mean
we're
you
you
gotta
know.
think about Debo. You gotta
Yeah.
have a budget number two. I don't know if they're gonna pay Debo another contract. I don't
And
I'm trying to hold on to him.
now they're gonna do
I
it.
don't
Bosa.
care.
You got to worry about Bosa. That's the big bucks. Doc, we got to go though. I'm gonna be looking for you
Yes, sir.
tomorrow. And we find out if the 49ers survive another workout. It's like we got to start thinking that way now.
No. I think we'll be all right. I think the problem that we have right now is that they really didn't go after more depth in the secondary and in the offensive line like they should have.
Yeah.
They need
Well.
better players.
Well.
I still think we'll be all right though. I mean, our
I
offensive
will.
line is
I
not
will.
the
We
worst.
will.
It'd be just as good as anybody else's. It's not a little bit better. So I think
All right, fam.
we run the ball. All right, man.
Let's go, and we'll see tomorrow. Have a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
night.
You too.
Oh man. It's so strange. You got to go through this stuff all the time. And this is the thing about it, because if you're gonna enjoy this sport, you know that this is part of the package, right? You got a great team. Okay, you look Super Bowl bound. You look like you're undefeated. I mean, just nobody. Invincible is what you could call that team. And then one at a time, suddenly, I'm not going to continue that. Shania, come on in, Shania. Sure. And they call the wind. Actually, it's Mariah, huh? So it's Shania. We got to think up another song for you. Shania, how are you tonight? How's everything?
Good, you?
Awesome. Anytime we're talking football, everything's right. I just can't wait until we get to this weekend. It's like every weekend now is such a wonderful thing. And it makes every day, even Monday, pleasant, because if you win, it's fun on Monday anyway. And then you got 4 more days, and let's do it again. Shania,
Yes.
we had a practice today that George Kittle went out there and took on one of the best coverage. I mean, Derwin James is just a maniac. I wanted to draft him when he first came out, but knew we didn't have any chance. And then that took place. Both our quarterbacks seem to have had a great day today. And the defense, all of our defensive linemen were just doing a number. The only thing that we have a problem with is the offensive line, but that's only because people are absent, namely Trent Williams. So, we'll see what happens with that. What are you thinking? What do you think?
I was ready for the game.
Yeah. You don't have to wait too long. We got 3 more days. All right. So, we'll be ready. So make sure you got plenty of popcorn. And make sure you drink lots of honey, juice, and lemon to keep sure your throat when you start screaming and yelling. I've got to do it.
Because I work random that day, so I'll be able to watch the whole game at nighttime.
Yeah. Let me ABIYE. Don't do that. Listen, let me warn you guys. There will be no shots taken at women calling into this program. We protect them like we will do. You'll get a warning, Abby. Cut it out. Leave her alone and leave all women alone. Okay, you've been warned. You can stay. I'm just saying those are rules we got to abide by. Shania, you've got. I didn't hear anything about our guys getting beat up today. That's got to be a good sign.
Yep.
Shania?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, give me some of your other thoughts. If you have any there, or you just came in to call, say hi, whatever. What are you thinking?
I'm just ready to see them go back on the field again and see if they learned the lesson from Kansas City Chiefs or not.
Yeah. The Chiefs. Keep an eye on them, by the way. Anything bad happening to the Chiefs is good stuff. As long as it's not an injury. And your other favorite team, the Cowboys.
No.
We got the Raiders next week, though. That's going to be even more fun because everybody knows how we feel about the Raiders, and we know how the Raiders feel about us. So, Raider Carlos. Shania, anything else? Because we're gonna go because it's late. I'll be back tomorrow. You at work right now?
I want a 49. I'm about to go home.
All right.
I want a 49er shout out and Mama, don't let your kids go out to big Cowboys.
All right. And Bill's probably gonna call. If he doesn't, I'm gonna do that song for you about that time. Okay. Meanwhile,
Okay.
let me give you that shout out though. Shania. Have a good night, Shania.
You too.
Thanks. Barabbas, same goes for you. Guys, I don't know how much more clear I got to make it that you will not abuse women on this program. Now, Barabbas, I also saw you start with the political conversation. Barabbas, please, don't. I don't want to ask people to leave. I really don't. I love everybody. But we got to keep you in line a little bit. You'll leave women alone, and you will stop with political conversation. All right? Thank you. Hey, Rebel D, just seconded Ronbo. Just wanted to say it's good to see Jimmy putting up a fight. A fight iron sharpens iron, like they say. Go Niners. Rebel D, thanks for that contribution. Aaron Code is 469. Come on in, 469.
Yo,
Ronbo. Wait, what is your name?
Yo, Ronbo.
Yes,
this Black Goldberg from Dallas.
Wait. Goldberg. Did you say Goldberg?
Yeah, Black
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
I love I love the WWE connections. Black Goldberg.
Yeah, I'm a milk dub, brother. I'm bald head too, man.
And that means you probably kick some butt too. Goldberg was good at that. Coming in looking like a tall. I mean, Goldberg, man, that body fitting suit, and come in and he would take numbers, kick butt. Go ahead, Black Goldberg. What did you take from today's workout, man? Did you hear about anything that you enjoyed and appreciated? Because we got some things we don't want to appreciate. Trent Williams, Jalen Hurd, but everything else is coming up roses.
One thing that I saw that was encouraging was I seen Jimmy throw that deep bomb down the field that Travis Benjamin caught. So I got a glimpse of that, and I was like, okay. All the talk, everybody, I'm a regular listener, and like everybody want to talk negative about Jimmy G and things like that. And, he got some good and some bad and things like that. And I'm glad we got Jimmy.
Yeah.
He can teach Trey a lot, because there's a lot more on an NFL level that he got to learn. It's more than just on the field stuff. He got to learn operations and things like that. But I kind of want to hit on the offensive line and things like that. I know there's a lot of discouraging things going on for us, like the backups and Trent going down early in the week and things like that. Not seeming to be not too serious and things like that. They're trying to be a little be cautious about it. But something that I thought about in regards to that was, Kyle, and his offense. The offensive line, they run a lot of complex blocking schemes.
Yes.
So I'm not too worried about the offensive line and keeping. Yeah, Aaron Banks. I think he's gonna come along. They talk about him dropping weight and things like that, but he a rookie. He got to learn the offense.
He'll get it.
And he'll get it over time. I feel good about our rookies overall. I do, especially the Amador.
I know, right?
Like our
surprise.
Surprise. Like he's coming along like real good. And I was listening to like I said, I'm a truck driver and things like that. So I feed off of any type of 49er content I can get. That kind of keeps me up on the road. And like I was listening to Last Second Chance Sports, something like that. And he was talking about this coach. Yeah. He had this coach on there that he talked about the one that coached up Trey Lance over the summer and before the draft and all that. And something that stood out to me was like, and kind of, you can kind of see it in his past game, his debut and things like that. It's like Trey's real smart. And he talked about how Trey, he was like, out of all the quarterbacks he'd never coached, it's like he picks up on things like, really fast. Like he looks at his mistakes and he's real meticulous about how he prepares for work. And one thing in particular, about Trey that I like the most, if you just really just watched his demeanor during the game, he was like this vicious dog. You can just look at it in his eyes, like by any means necessary. Let's win this game. Let's go. And I love that. I feel like whenever he get put into the first team offense, take over and things like that, we're gonna be in good hands because of course, we running a vanilla offense and we're not too sure, what Trey's gonna be doing out there on the field and things like that. But we got to keep in mind, we got Kyle as our coach, and he's been cooking up something in the background that we don't even know nothing about. You get little glimpses of here and there, and things like that. But
it's got to stay that
go
way.
ahead.
Because if we know about it, then other people know about it that shouldn't know about it. So you know what? Keep that in his back pocket, and let us see during the game. So it's good policy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be all right. Because that offensive line, I just don't know. Like we were just talking about draining knees and things like that. Because my knee swelled up once because I came down on the field and I landed improperly, and it was sort of a bruise thing, right? But the knee did swell up, and then they say, "Hey man, you have to get that drained." No, I ain't. Because I was scared. It did go away on its own. It was stiff though. It's a weird feeling because you can't bend your foot all the way back for days. So I don't know. To play the position he plays, what impact that would have on that knee? We'll see. Because he got hurt last year and came back kind of fast.
Yeah, I won't put too much into it. Like, these professional athletes, they got access to all these type of,
treatments,
medical care and all that, and, treatments and things like that. It just, they just got to personally, do the things that they need to do to, stay in shape. Yeah. And like, with offensive lines, as we all know, like, every offense in the league, they tend to always kind of, develop slowly in the beginning of the season, but as the season goes along, that gets a lot better and things like that. And that kind of brings me back to, Kyle, with the complex blocking schemes that we got. We got Mostert running the ball. We got Sermon back there. We're gonna run the ball.
Oh.
They don't talk a lot about that. They just talk about they talk about the quarterbacks and like, Trey standing up in the pocket, Jimmy G throwing the dump off pass here and there, things like that. I don't care what you say, that kills defense.
Yeah.
Our offense kills defense. If everybody stay healthy and on the field at the same time, we're not gonna have too much to worry about.
Tell you, there's something to be said about cutting a team up foot by foot. Inch by it wears them out. A lot of people don't appreciate that, but I've always liked that about Kyle's game. Run, quick slant, run, quick slant, run. The defense, you're just wearing them out. You're wearing the clock out. When you get to if you got a 12, 14, 21-point lead, now run. Just run that clock and wear that defense out. When they say in the fourth quarter, the 49ers are pretty much having their way on the run now that the defense has pretty much had it all they're going to take for the day, so they're just going to play this one out, and the 49ers should win this. You see, when you hear that, that was by design. A lot of people don't understand that. Kyle is vicious when it comes to that. The putting the ball up every few minutes just to appease certain fans, not going to happen. This is what we call strategy. Go blood. The time ran out. Fam, glad to meet you, by the way. And
Likewise.
Yeah. See you tomorrow if you get a chance. If you got time for us.
Yeah. I'll be coming in a little more regular during the season and things like that. I told you, like, I'm driving trucks. I do team driving, so my partner, he in the back sleeping. And so I'm gonna go ahead and wake him up. I'm gonna go ahead and wake him up on this one. Then I'm gonna get out the phone.
I tell you.
Hey, let's go. All right, Ronbo.
Go. I tell you, man, I'm loving it, man. Every driver does that. I love it. Have a great night.
All right, Ronbo.
Hey, man.
All right, Ronbo.
Be careful out there. All right.
All right, always. I'm going to hit the Cali now.
All right. And I see you, Rod. Rod says, give the Rod a ooh la la. It's soon going to be them days. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la. I just want the opportunity to see that the game is so under control that I could do that midway through the third quarter. Last year, I always was wanting to do that, but it always come down. Okay, the year before last. Last year, there was no last year. The year before last, it's always like the third quarter's ending. Okay, it's almost time for ooh la la. Another couple of minutes. Rob, thanks for the contribution, fam. Let's go to Ellis. Ellis, get in there, man. Oh, ooh la la.
Ronbo.
Ooh la la. Ellis. Jawan
Yeah.
Jawan Jennings is looking good, man. I'm telling you. You know what's bad about? I look at Jawan Jennings' situation in contrast with Jalen Hurd, and Hurd's probably sitting there thinking to himself, because you know how we do. You dudes are dudes, sitting back, laying on the bed, looking up the ceilings. He got the ball, small ball, throwing it up in the air, catching it. Man, that dude Jennings, man. I don't think Coach K. How's he going to keep me? And that dude's pretty much doing what I was supposed to be doing. This leg has got to give me a break. You know, I wonder what's going through Hurd's mind. You know, man, poor guy.
Yeah, definitely. Pulled the rug right from under him.
We said this last year,
Well,
though.
Yeah, and it's funny because we re-signed Austin Watkins, right? So he's on the IR.
He's not going to count.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We're keeping him for a reason. So just like we kept Juwan Jennings for a reason, we kept Austin Watkins for a reason, y'all.
Yep.
I know ain't nobody really talked too much about him, but that's a bad boy right there. And if we got two tall, angry running receivers with hands like that, who got the ability to contest catches, and those possessions, we got basically twins. One's just a little bit bigger than the other. And I mean, Austin might need to, might maybe pick up a few more steps, but he's going to be working back from a foot injury, so he may not have the same speed. But that's a bad boy. So, but yeah, we kept him in for a reason, and I mean, it's like with Jalen Hurd, because they're trying to squeeze the juice out of it, and hopefully get something worth quenching. Worth quenching thirst. But if we ain't got nothing yet, so we still over here dying. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing from Hurd yet, so he'll probably be cut. I don't imagine him getting put on, the IR. I don't think he's ready, Ronbo. I don't think he's ready. So
obviously now,
it's a delay. It's going to continue to be a delay.
Yeah, you really think they're going to cut him though? Ellis?
Oh, this damn phone's cutting out.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
You really think they're going to cut him though, huh?
Well, I mean, we got 5 guys already that we can say are guaranteed, right? Sherfield, Jennings, Simba. Are we including Simba? Oh, Sanu. What about Simba?
See, don't get me started on that.
Simba's making the team.
He's
making the team though.
What do you do with Richie James?
Let's not.
Ellis, question.
Richie, go ahead.
Are you going to keep both those guys because they're kind of the same player?
Richie James. I already told you what I said the other day. What I say, in the words of Grant Cohn, goodbye. Richie James,
and that's coming from a guy that really likes Richie. I've always loved Richie, but I know how much Ellis loves Richie. So that's pretty serious.
I know, and it hurts. It does hurt me. Yeah, no, it does hurt. It does hurt that it's come to this point. What we can't do though is we can't. I feel like it's Marquise Goodwin all over again. Remember when Marquise used to I mean, just totally just miss wide open catches all the time, and I was just like, man, what in the hell is going on?
I mean,
and he's a much better player than that. I know he had a lot of other stuff going on and what have you, so he was, he had some interferences, but this is football. You have to catch the ball. You're a wide receiver. That's your job.
And
to block and to know your assignments.
Yes, catch the ball, please.
Yeah. We got to have him catching the ball. So I just don't feel like Richie's going to make it over Simba. After what we've seen from him on special teams, you got to know we put him out in the slot. That's as equal as us having who was that guy that Kyle played with that was on the Bears that we kept saying, oh, we got to get him. Or no, was he on Atlanta? What was that small receiver that was real fast, but he was older? He had a couple years on him.
Taylor Gabriel.
Taylor Gabriel? Is that Taylor Gabriel? Is that who it was?
That's who it was.
I don't know. A small, fast guy.
That's him.
That's what Simba reminds me of. Yeah. Simba that's a bad boy. I was watching him on the field, and he was moving, at his size, he was looking, experienced, to say the least. He was looking nice and seasoned, you know what I mean, and coming into his own. And he just got on the damn team. So, I don't see him not making the team. I mean, would he change his title position so he can get, what is he can't get acquired as a running back because that room's already full too. So he's making the team. We're going to have 7 receivers. Who is going to be number 7 is the question.
Really, you got 7, huh? Wow.
Who's going to be number 7?
We went through this a couple of years ago. We thought we were going to keep 7. Simba's got to be the guy. He's the only guy you can consider. I mean, because but the problem is, Ellis, and I could be wrong, but I think between Simba and Richie James, Kyle's not going to keep both of them. One of them's got to go. But Kyle may lean toward Richie is what's going to freak everybody out due to the fact that Richie's in his contract year and Kyle brought him up. He's a 7th-round pick. He's going to say, well, I know what Richie's capable of, and I just had to make that. That was one of those hard choices I had to make. Oh, Kyle, I know, but we still need a return, man. Oh, no.
No, Kyle. No, you're not going to do that, Kyle. We know what you're going to do. You seen what Simba was doing, and he's been doing pretty probably the exact same in practice. He's been one of the guys that haven't been really spoken on much. I know I heard him talk about him last week or something during the presser, and he had nothing but great things to say about him. And now after seeing how he got busy in our first preseason game, and then looking to see what he does against the traded Raider Josephs, I mean, it's only going to go up for him. That's just what I'm picturing. That's the guy that we need. That's who we need on special teams. If we ever needed and we still got Craycraft. So it's kind of shaky right now, Ronbo. I don't think Jalen Hurts going to make this team, though.
I know, right?
I think Richie James might have a better chance of making a team before Jalen Hurts. And I hate to even say that because they're two totally different caliber of players.
Richie's on the field.
Yeah, well, because he's healthy. Yeah, Richie's on the field. He's healthy. He drops the damn ball. But Jalen Hurts, we can't wait until week 6 for you to get right, my guy. I mean, maybe somebody will pick him up, though, and I would hate to see him come out and be, make a big splash after coming in week 5, week 6, getting picked up, from, just not being on a team, actually. Well, I would hate to see that happen, but that very well could manifest.
Well, he could become the next Kevin White, unfortunately. But we got to go, fam. Let me always appreciate you know this, Alice. I'll be back tomorrow, and, because we got to get ready for, matter of fact, it's time tomorrow to make all kinds of predictions on who's going to be a star of this show. Anyway.
And Juwan Jennings is going crazy, Ronbo. The defense was looking great today. Jimmy threw a pick or two. I think him and Trey had a little bit better passing than he did, but you've seen all what was happening today, man. Fred Warner going crazy, Talanoa going crazy. We just were looking impressive, man. So we got things to be happy about, and the defense is looking grand. So shout out to you, brother Ronbo. Thank you as always for the platform. Shout out to production, man. All the Niner faithful, man. And
thanks,
make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And yes, keep it lit. I got my 2 youngest right here, man.
Okay, I was going to ask you
they
about
want
the
to get on. Yeah, I got 2. I got 2 of them. Here we go. Hey, okay, y'all.
They did not.
Ronbo.
Did they go silent?
Ronbo.
What up?
They fell asleep.
You didn't even know.
I turned around with the phone. And they both their heads are leaning like a cholo.
Do
okay,
not
family.
bother them. We'll see.
No, I will not.
All right,
I got to get my guns ready to carry them in the house. Peace, family.
All right.
Have a good night.
Great night. Night, fam.
Much love. You too, champ.
I got you. There he goes. Ellis and the little Ellises. What am I looking at here? Okay. Hey, Bill.
Well, Ronbo, we got to be nice to ladies on here, and I'm not speaking on behalf of Shania. Let me look up the name. It's something Raiders. He's over there talking smack. We got to be nice to the Raider showgirls. You get what I'm saying? Because that's all they are, showgirls. You probably don't get the joke, but the pom-poms, they're in Vegas, the starlets, you feel me?
You know, it has a lot to do with background. We're trying to keep an eye on it. But Bill, yeah,
No,
you know,
I'm not talking about tonight. Thank you for standing up for her, by the way.
oh, no problem.
Hold on a second. I'll look at the name. Give me a minute. You caught me like it wrong.
Bill, you know that we it's pretty late. We're gonna have to get you to talk a little football here before we go. And I know you
Raider
got
Carlos.
yeah.
You know, or Carla. You know, you coming out here talking smack. Yeah. Anyways, why are they getting rid? Okay, they got rid of Josh Rosen and can't face it. So, well, I can't. Something Field. I can't pronounce his name.
Field.
He got the last coach that.
Oh, Sudfeld. Yeah, Sudfeld. Yeah.
He got the last coach that he was playing for, Cam, and they kept Rosen, and they didn't get rid of Richie James. What's wrong with that pitcher?
Richie's a lightning rod.
Richie should have been the first to go.
Yeah. I don't know. This is Richie's weekend. Kyle's going to go to Richie this weekend, and Richie better come up big. I think he's walking on thin ice. If you really have to look at it, Richie's got to be walking on thin ice. Simba's too good. I tell Richie, Richie, you know what? You are my guy. I picked you up a long time ago, but I need for you to prove that you need to stay here. You know how NFL goes, right? Simba's looking great out there, and you're probably fully aware of that. All right? I'm just going to tell you. That's what it's going to come down to. You've got to outshine him. I'm going to give you the next 2 weeks.
He's not going to be able to outshine him with Sudfeld's quarterback. Because we're only going to play Lance probably for a few snaps, and I don't think Jimmy's going to play.
Richie's at least a 2. He can play with Lance. You know, he's just got to don't stop dropping the ball. You know, you had 2 opportunities last week, and you muffed both of them. One of them, okay, maybe was a little hot for you. We know you don't have the greatest hands in the world. But that one he laid on a silver platter and just handed it to you. What was that? You know, that's focus and concentration, and you can't lose that as a professional. So, yeah, that's.
And you think we're going to stick with 2 quarterbacks this year?
3.
Okay, Sudfeld couldn't even say Jerry Rice if you have him as a receiver. So what's up with that?
Sudfeld is that he's on the practice squad. He's going to be that guy that's going to be, he's going to be the scout and all those kind of things that you need in a third quarterback. And Kyle always likes to keep one guy who knows his offensive system because it's really a pain in the butt, right? So every guy you can get to know that system is a plus for him. So that's why he keeps 3 guys. And he probably always will.
I figured he would keep Rosen and get rid of Sudfeld. Rosen, could bring momentum and, morals and hype and everything. Yeah. Huh?
They did seem to make a quick decision on him. Just out release just a few days ago. So I guess, I don't know.
I know.
I have no idea what was going on between him and Kyle Shanahan. But it wasn't good for Josh. Did you see Josh in that last press conference, though? That was interesting. Josh was very laid back, nonchalant, but he kept throwing little digs in. Nothing real bad or serious, but Kyle probably took as an attitude, I guess.
Well, you don't need to be doing that because, he needs to get rid of Sudfeld. Bring back Rosen. I don't know what he's thinking. Sudfeld is garbage. And I think we'll find out after the preseason. He's going to find out he made a big mistake. And hopefully no one signs him. If not, if we get rid of Sudfeld, who would you think will sign as the third?
Well, if they get rid of Sudfeld. I got to tell you, though, Bill, Sudfeld, the coach that was with the Eagles, actually is the reason why Sudfeld is even in camp. So it looks like it was from the beginning. Maybe that's why Rosen's a little PO'd. It was probably understood from the beginning. Sudfeld got a large sum of money for the position he's in from the 49ers early on, too. It wasn't about he got a $250,000 for something like that. I don't know, but he got more money than Rosen did from the start. So I guess it was understood that he was probably going to make the team. You don't guarantee people that kind of money unless you're going to keep them on the team. So Rosen was there put himself on display for another team, I guess.
Who do you think he's going to play for?
Rosen? I don't know. Somebody's going to pick him up at some point. But you got to have to be patient with him and give him some reps. He was getting 2 and 3 reps a day. You can't prove anything to anybody with 2 or 3 reps. So I felt bad for him.
So, we'll have to forget about Hakeem Butler. He signed with Philly.
I mean, Bill, well, you know. If he goes out there dropping the ball, you're going to feel better about that later. we got to go, though, Bill.
Well, distraction. Give me a Niners shout-out.
Are you ready?
And you called earlier about Mama don't let your kids grow to be Cowboys.
You guys,
let that be the close of talk.
Okay, we do that tonight. We let that close. Here comes a yell, though. Niners! Bill! You guys have a great night.
Yeah, and for your Raiders showgirls, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah,
I am salty. Bravo didn't catch a joke, but I am
they
salty.
got like shoe glue on them and shit.
All right.
I
All right, Bill.
On them.
Good night.
Have a nice day.
Oh, God. Hey, is that Steven? Steven!
Yeah, that's me. That's
See what I got
me.
a kick out.
Don't
I
mind
meant
me.
to get back to that Twitter. I love what you said. I thought you was that what you're referring to? I thought you were talking to me with this. Yeah, I never had anything against Rosen. I really think he's getting a bad deal because, as I said, you know, how you going to do? You got 2 or 3 reps a day, and on a couple of days, I think you get in. There's really no way to get into a groove without any work. I guess he could have taken him on himself to go somewhere with somebody and work out. But, you know, the receivers, they said they had a hard enough time getting receivers to go to North Dakota to work with Trey. So receivers aren't always ready to just pack up and go somewhere.
No.
You know?
Nobody
So,
is. I
yeah.
mean, it showed last season when we got kicked out of Santa Clara for COVID.
Yeah.
You know, I say that's part to blame, too, for why we sucked last season. You know, you get uprooted from where you're naturally at, all your home and everything else, you settle down. Now you got to move across state. I mean, granted, yeah, it's Arizona,
Living out
but
hotels.
I mean, still.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, like that's all. That's a tasking life, man.
Yeah.
So for them to, you know, for anyone to say, oh, no, like that's no excuse. No, like you have to think about it. Your whole life is like completely behind you. When you travel across state to play one game, that's different. You're only there for about a week. These fools are stuck out there for a cool minute. To be stuck out there in like North Dakota where there's literally nothing but flatland,
And freezing
that's
ass.
suicide. Yeah, like that's mental suicide. Like you couldn't. You have to be getting paid some lump sum of money, and there's got to be some good food out in North Dakota.
Oh, you know there is.
You could not
And there
pay
always
to
is in
go
the
out
cold places. Exactly. Oh.
there. My bad about the other conversation. Now I was telling my Steelers friend that bought a pair of J's, and it ain't gonna work out. So, yeah, I just started getting into that. But let's talk more football because I know I'm on limited time. So Trent Williams got his knee drained, which is cool, but at the same time kind of worrisome for us because, you know, for him to have that fluid, I mean, you know, it's a reoccurring issue with him, but for him to have that fluid, that's kind of concerning because usually that means, you know, he has something called bursitis, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called, bursitis.
That is a condition.
Yeah, so usually when that happens is like when the bursal side gets pinched and it just swells. That happens in a lot of athletes. So, I mean, I've had it. Shit, you know.
I guess
anyone can get it. It's a painful
you know
feeling.
What? Because I didn't even get my diagnosis. Maybe that was what's wrong with my knee. It went away. I had to keep my. I had to keep my leg elevated all times, and that seemed to ease the swelling. And it makes sense because you got the gravity's going to help that blood stop crashing down on that inflamed area. But every chance I got, I was lifting up my leg. Huh?
Trent's a big dude, so gravity is not his friend in any way.
Oh. Yeah, he's not going to help him to prop up his leg. Even in class, I always had to put my leg on the next chair. I remember my history teacher one time, he says, Ronbo, you got gout? What? Why? What's your leg doing up on that seat? And then I looked up what gout is. I said, ew, no. The teachers don't play football.
When in doubt, get the gout. What was it? Now, one thing that kind of made me crane my neck a bit though is the fact that they're kind of looking at Alfredo Gutierrez as a secondary. So I'm like, oh really? He's getting reps with what's his name, Tavarius Moore. He's working out with all the secondary. So I can see, if
well, you said Gutierrez, Gutierrez, right?
Huh?
That's an offensive lineman though. Who?
Yeah.
With Tavarius Moore?
He's working out with everybody. He's getting all the reps in, Ronbo. I've seen him side by side with his other teammates, walking in with each other, working out with each other.
I see what you mean now.
Everything. He wants to be there.
Hey,
he wants to be there.
Nobody said he can't make the team. He's on a special program around the NFL where they're bringing in players, international flavoring to each team. But if you can make the team, that's okay too. They can't cut you because you don't count on the roster, but they can. Actually, I guess they can put you on the roster.
Imagine him being really good. At how big he is. Imagine him being fast on the jump. Give him reps with Trey Lance. Yeah. We're looking at a monster.
You're not going to move him. You might be able to get around him, but you ain't going to move him.
But I also want to touch up on the whole Rosen thing. That whole issue, I'm telling you, Ronbo, it depresses me. It makes me depressed because I'm like, wow, you guys really signed this dude for an entire, 3 last games of the regular 2020 season, and you guys didn't play him for a single snap. You guys kept Mullins and Beathard, and you guys kept him on the offseason, drafted another QB. I mean, the whole QB situation with the 49ers is just a whole depressing mess when I look back at it because it's like, we got Jimmy G, and then everyone's like, oh, Jimmy G's going to come back. We signed Rosen. We dropped Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard. Nick Mullins was supposedly Kyle Shannon's, favorite player. And then we pick a Lance. I look back, and I'm like, was that a good pick? Because if you see, Fields with Chicago and Mac Jones with the Patriots, they're doing phenomenal with bare bones, wide receivers and offensive line. And we look at us, and our secondary is laughable. There's nothing special about that secondary offensive line.
I thought you meant the secondary as far as corners and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Second string, that second string, my bad. Yeah, that second string is laughable. If Trent Williams goes down, we've got no one to replace him. If Mike McGlinchey, God forbid, if he goes out again, which I probably foresee in the near future, we're screwed. Trey Lance, Jimmy G, doesn't matter who we put in that pocket, it's going to be 2020 all over again.
But here's what's going to happen. If Trent really is disabled for any length of time, you're not going to put what's his name from Michigan. You're not going to put him on that left side. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put Brunskill over there. Now the void at right guard is going to be the issue. Now, who goes to play there?
I don't even know, Ronbo. To be honest,
I've already got this figured out.
Can't.
I thought about this yesterday. I said, the kid from Michigan, he's not ready for this level of play yet, especially in Kyle's offense, because there's some things you need to learn. So you got to put somebody that knows what they're doing. Brunskill will immediately go to the left side. He's played there before. He did well for us. The right guard position now has to be filled. Unfortunately, Aaron is not ready. I don't want Tom Compton, God, please. The guy, Kellerman.
The man who gave himself a concussion while walking the facility. Don't know how that happened.
Really, how does that happen?
He must have slipped on a banana or something, because I don't know how his big ass got himself a concussion from walking.
He doesn't want to get cut. I think he went and slammed his head on the refrigerator or something on purpose.
That's what I think. He probably purposely slammed the door on his head.
Yeah, or asked somebody to slam the door on his head. So
And another thing, if Richie James stays on that goddamn offense over Nasimba Webster, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it because Richie James he showed he did not want to be at that game. He did not want to play.
Steve, we got to go, but you know what?
Oh,
You're going to see
my
it
bad.
this weekend because Simba's going to get. I bet Kyle's going to get. He's going to be fair like he always is. He's going to send Richie out and Simba out, and whichever one does the better job, Kyle's probably going to make a decision. I bet he's that close to making that decision. We'll see.
I really hope he does, but the Chargers game is going to be a good thing to watch. I've been saying it. Watch out for the Chargers this year, guys.
I know
They're the truth.
They got guys.
They're no slouch.
All right, Steven. See you tomorrow if you got some time for us. All right.
All right. See you tomorrow, Ronbo.
Night, fam. And let's bring in Monroe.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Monroe, we're just dissecting the workout like we always like to do. You know, now they just seem to quit running altogether. You didn't hear anything about the run game. I mean, not a one detail from anybody. So there's 49ers out there. Jimmy and Trey was out there airing that puppy out. The defense got in some licks. And as if, I don't know, the media was out there during a certain stretch of time, so you don't know what was going on during the whole workout. But the Derwin James-George Kittle matchup, boy. Have we played the Chargers? No, Derwin's been out. We've not played the Chargers when Derwin was playing. So he'll be playing this weekend for a few minutes against George. And of course, we got Jason Verrett will be playing against them. The Chargers like what they see in the 49ers. They had all kind of high praise for us. So it's going to be interesting to see what develops here. So, but what are your feelings on today's workout?
It was pretty good, pretty cool. I just waiting on to see Lance behind the ones. So, I'm just waiting to see that.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, that's all I'm waiting on. I want to see him play with the ones.
We'll see. What we all got to understand is Kyle's going to bring that along. You don't want to see Lance. I hope he does well tomorrow. You don't want to see him get.
I don't want to see Lance playing with the ones in the regular season. I want to see him play with the ones in the preseason.
Right now. Yeah, but you don't want that confidence. You want to keep that confidence as high as possible for as long as you can, and then unleash him, because we're talking about a guy who took out a lot of time. But
I guess the other dude was talking about only playing him a couple drives. No, Lance need to play much preseason snaps as much as possible.
Wait, who said he was going to play only a couple of drives? I think he's going to be in there like last week, right?
He need to be. But I'm just saying, he don't need to sit down and all. He need to play. He need to get every rep as much as possible.
He'll be out there all day.
Because remember, like you said, he only played one game last year, so.
Yeah, he'll play.
So he need lots of reps.
Yeah, I'm sure Jimmy may make a cameo, but he sits down after that. And maybe, I don't know the point of putting Jimmy in for a cameo. He's going to play the Vegas game anyway, so, let him stay out the way.
I wouldn't even put Jimmy G in the game.
I mean, really, let it all be Lance. It should be, actually. Like you're saying, he needs reps, and he needs to get some conditions so he can learn, because there's some things he hasn't seen yet that he's going to have to see. The story I read was the Chiefs, when he bombed the Chiefs like that, Spagnuolo or whoever the coach is over there, he got embarrassed, he got mad, and he ordered all the blitz Lance one play after another. And, of course, you saw the result of that. So, Lance, but that was a learning expense for Trey. So we want to thank Spagnuolo for that.
I still think it would have been different. But I think it still would have been a different story if he was behind the ones.
Yeah, but remember Trent
all those little scenarios he got sacked. I think if he was playing behind the ones, I don't think he would have got sacked.
But remember Trent wasn't there though, so it's gonna be 1-2. He got the same guy. Maybe I don't know if they got another left third tackle, but yeah, the interior. Thomason would have made a difference. Mac. I'm not sure Mac's even playing.
I was reading it said Shanahan said they got a lineman that we got out there. He said he's been balling. Gutierrez.
Well, that's the big guy from Mexico. We were just talking about him.
Yeah, Shanahan said he's balling.
I hope he continues to do so to impress him enough. The man is large. If he can move around, oh goodness gracious alive, we may have something here. Yes, indeed. We'll see. He might get some playing time this weekend. We'll see what happens then.
Yeah, Jennings looked good. I seen the little throw, the little one-on-one with Jennings.
Every day.
That was.
When he's on the field, he's always making news.
Yeah. And about Richie James, it's kind of hard to decipher that too. We don't know because you also got to remember what did Richie James do last year when Debo and IU went out. I remember that game. Even though we lost, he came out there and torched the whole defense by himself.
I know. So,
we don't know. And then Jalen Hurd and Jennings, I like Jennings, but you got to remember Jalen Hurd. I think Shanahan probably keeping him because, Jalen Hurd probably run like a 4.4 too. So, he like that speed.
Jalen has run a 4.4.
Hurd got a little speed on him.
Mm.
So, that's probably why Shanahan probably keeping him in the box and just to see.
Not only that, Monroe, the man has got mad skills, period. Speed, technique, route running. Jalen Hurd is the full package. He just can't play.
Yeah.
He can't get on the field.
Yeah. No, I think he can get on the field. I think Shanahan, Shanahan,
taking care of him.
People don't know. Shanahan played this football stuff like poker, man. He don't come out here. He don't come out here with his full deck of cards to display everything, so the other teams can get prepared for it. You got to think about why he probably just got less, just dropping in the pocket. So he's not trying to hide. He's trying to hide. He's trying to hide his deck of cards.
Could be. I hope so. I would love to. I'd love to believe that. That'd be awesome. All of a sudden, Jalen Hurd is on the sidelines. Looks like he's going to be activated for today's game. And every one of us going, what? You'll hear all over the night, everybody at the same time.
You know how Shanahan?
Don't believe it.
Shanahan be surprised. Shanahan and John Hens, they be surprising us sometimes. They come out of nowhere and just
all
be like, go boom. Like, so maybe remember, if you got to see, as Niner fans, y'all got to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention how Shanahan and John Hens operate. If you pay attention, that's why Hurd ain't going nowhere. Hurd ain't going nowhere.
That would be the most pleasant surprise.
They just trying to sit him down and make sure he coming 100%. I bet he'll play week 1. I bet he'll be here in the regular season. They're going to put him in there.
I believe, because I know they don't want to cut him. I just don't see that happening. So you're probably right. So we're going to find out. Monroe, I got to go. Let me tell you what, if you got time for us tomorrow, I'll be looking for you because we'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Niner gang, bang, bang.
Boom. There he goes, my man Monroe. Night, fam. And
good night.
Good night. It's Mrs. Lewis's baby boy. It's TNT Shay.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
I just sit back here enjoying the season, already underway. Just enjoying the season.
There you go.
Man. Well, Shay, I know you're a man who goes down through the list of what happened, when, who did what. What are you thinking about today's workout?
Oh, I mean, I love the joint practices. I think it's good for both teams, instead of just practicing the same scout defense, when the 49ers see the same scheme versus Kyle, same goes for both, for the Chargers as well. But the one-on-ones look good, man. I mean, Kittle got the best of Derwin James on a couple one-on-one attempts. So, he looked good. I mean, Jimmy looked great. He had a bomb today to
Travis.
Oh man,
Benjamin.
Yeah, Travis Benjamin. Yeah, he had a bomb today. Looked really nice. So, we're looking good in these joint practices right now, man. And the Niners are stepping up. I do want to talk a little bit about the Hurd situation and everything like that. I know a lot of people are kind of like, I'm tired of him being hurt, or I'm tired of him always having excuses and stuff like that, which is true, man. And right now his career path has just kind of been derailed by injuries, which sucks. I mean, like we say, you don't go out there just to get hurt on purpose, right? Starting from with the back issues to then tearing his ACL. But I think, everybody should pump the brakes a little bit because after seeing the resurgence and this like miracle comeback from D Ford, who technically was robbing the organization last year
about right, too.
of free money, man. And the fact that he played one game and missed the rest of the 15 games, and he wasn't even on a rookie contract. He was like the second most paid player on that defense. So with that being said, I think that, I think the Niners should take their time. Listen, he's 1 year removed from the ACL. It takes 2 years to fully heal from the ACL. Obviously, there's some there's some fluid in the knee that they probably have to drain, and there's probably gonna be a little bit of setbacks. That's what I would expect.
Tendinitis.
And
that nasty word, tendinitis. Yeah.
Yeah. He does. And it sucks because we've seen it with Todd Gurley and stuff like that. And for a guy who's so young and hasn't even played one down, and he's been on the team for 3 years now, it does suck to see that. But like I said, he's on a rookie contract. He's a third. Even if you don't think that the third round pick holds any weight, that's fine. He's still on a rookie contract. And I still think that if they give him more time, we still could see what potentially could be with Jalen Hurd, right? And I don't think we should be jumping the gun. I mean, like I said, we see the resurgence of D4 coming back, so that should give you enough hope that, damn, if D4 could come back and look strong and healthy, because I saw what you posted, Ronbo, the Bleach Report, where someone was talking about he had like 4 sacks or something like that. Like, it's practice sacks, but still, he's still moving out there against, the first team O-line. So if he could come back from stuff like that, and at one point we were hearing reports that he was contemplating retirement, D Ford was. So if he could come back from something like this with his back, his knee tendonitis, all that stuff, I think that Jalen Hurd, being as young as he is, could too. But, I mean, you could also just, say that, hey, I mean, some people are just not built for the NFL, like most humans aren't, and only the special athletes are. So
true.
if you want, but I said the roster looks good, Ronbo. The team looks good. I'm hearing a lot of good things from camp with everybody. So it looks like we're looking promising, Ronbo. We're looking like a good roster right now. Warner's out there balling and stuff like that. And so is everybody else. But
Shay, is Diamador is should we take him seriously? Because early on I says, he ain't gonna make this team, is he? Now I'm thinking, Amber, you need to step up. Dio is actually outplaying you. You're
I'm seeing some stuff in camp, Ronbo. No, Ronbo, I am seeing some stuff in camp. Like, he has been hot or cold. You know what I mean? He's hit or miss right now. At least the 49ers camp, he was looking pretty bad. But I guess in the Chargers, I saw a couple pass breakups he had. I mean, he locked down, I think it was Mike Williams or something like that on a one-on-one drill. So he's
got it.
But
he's got to do
good
it.
Days and bad days, right? Yeah. You got to consistently do it, and that's what the best corners do in the league, right? And that's what a lot of the most paid corners in the league do, is they do it on every Sunday. So hopefully he's finding his footing. I still think he's a rookie. I have no doubt. I do think Lenore will make the team. But also too, the guy we picked up from the Giants.
I forgot about him. Now that you mention it,
he was out. He was already balling, bro. Everybody was. Yeah, no, not the running back, the cornerback. They picked up the cornerback. I forgot his name.
That's a bad sign right
there. He was out there. Yeah, he just got signed, but he was balling
Myers
today, Ronbo.
Wait, is he?
I'm hearing this man was looking like an all-pro practice player out there today.
Yeah.
So,
but Shay, is he the guy Myres? Is that who? He came from the Giants?
Let me see.
Because I was trying to
have the transactions.
Because I saw Myers and I said, "Who the hell is this?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who the hell is this guy that they just picked up?
Well, you know what? I said the same thing about Sherfield too. I know who he is now. So you know what? You can trust the 49ers now when they say they're doing things.
Yeah, you can.
So
no, you really can, Ronbo. I think Kyle and them and John have built a strong roster around this team. So and around everybody. Oh, my bad. I guess he came from the Ravens. Davonte Harris, that's his name.
Oh,
so he was out there making some one-on-one plays.
I remember him.
The cornerback, Davonte Harris.
That's been a few days. All
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he was out there making some plays. So, I mean, I'm hearing good reports about him. So, I mean, the competition is lit, Ronbo. But that's what these preseason games are about, right? We're going to weed out people that are going to make the roster and people that aren't, or some people that are going to get set down to the practice field. Again, we just saw Rosen being cut. They kind of settled on the quarterback 3 position, and Sudfeld wanted out, which shocked me. It shocked me. But, again, Kyle's not bullshit no more. If you're not performing, you're gone. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we will, won't we? In just a few days, too. And that day that they made things, they're already down to 85 as they had to get rid of some people. So that's it. Between now and the last day of the cut. There's going to be some surprises on there, though, Shay, and you know it.
Yeah, no, Ron, but you're right. Because, like I said, we're coming down to the last weeks. Because, again, we got Chargers on Saturday or Sunday, and then we got the Raiders, and then that's it. And the season's going to begin. And people, we still got a lot of bodies on there that are going to be, you're going to see surprise cuts. Like, oh, damn, I didn't even know he was going to make the team. For instance, Richie James. Been a huge
There's that name again.
But if Richie James can't perform or you can't, you're dropping balls in preseason games, you're going to get cut, buddy, because Sherfield out of left field, out of nowhere, balling. Balling right now.
Hey, Shay, it's not even between them anymore. Right. Richie's competing with Simba now at this point. So Richie.
Exactly. For the kick returning, punting returning. That man, I'm telling you, Richie's on a hot seat, Ronbo, and it ain't looking good.
Scared
I know we got to pull up, but right.
Good
but shout out to TNT, Ronbo, my family, and then shout out to you, Ronbo, again for the platform,
thanks.
and then shout out to production for the show. We love you guys, Ronbo, and thank you. Niner season is back, baby. To all my 49er faithful, the red and gold, baby. We're going to have a good year, and just know it's all love. All right, Ronbo?
Sunday coming up, Shay. Appreciate your fam. I look forward to got some time for us tomorrow. Trey, I'll be back. Shay, I'll be back. Yeah. Oh, Tony.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
I tell you, man, just getting that football feeling. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I'm already thinking about turkey, dressing, whatever the record will be. But we'll already have played how many games. Boy, I tell you, this is just a great time of year. I'm a summertime loving dude, but as soon as fall hits, I start to question, why do you keep saying summer's your favorite time of the year? I believe there may be some conflict within your head. Because they don't play no football in the summer, Tony. Woo!
True that.
Anyway.
True that. Yeah. How's your everything going?
No, it's awesome. I don't know if it could get any better. It'd be against the law. But Tony, you got a former first-round draft pick in Andre Dillard, man. Are the Falcons interested?
Probably not. Come on, left tackle.
Yeah. First-round draft pick.
Probably not.
Boy, these guys.
Probably not.
And the Eagles said...
We already got Jake Matthews as our left tackle, the former first-round pick. Jake Matthews. He's been steady. Bruce Matthews' son.
See, because you know what really scares me?
What's that?
49ers probably says... Because the 49ers don't let nothing... They turn over every stone. They've already called Philly. So... if you guys were gonna make a deal, what would you have to? What do you want to shake us for? John, is that you? Yeah. John, you've got a couple players if you want to swap. We'll take. You guys are probably a little hesitant on Jalen Hurd. What if we just go ahead straight up and deal? Hillard, his contract expires. I can see. I wonder what GMs talk about, Tony. That's what I could see. Something like that happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, but we've been the last couple of days we've been down at Miami having.
Now, how's that going?
It's going great. Ronbo. Calvin Ridley seems like a man possessed. What's the corner that got 10 interceptions last year, made the Pro Bowl for Miami?
Xavier. Yeah, Xavier. I forgot.
Xavier.
Hey, he's still in Miami, isn't he?
Yeah,
they can't get rid of him.
If you go to Big Low Country Sports, you'll see him one-on-one. Calvin Ridley shook him and beat him deep. I mean, toasted him.
Oh, Jesus. And like you said...
Made him look bad, Ronbo.
And like you said, Xavier don't play that. So, woo!
He got toasted.
I
He
want
just stop and go on him, and boy, he just took off, man. Calvin Ridley, he's going to even be better.
That's why when you guys got Ridley in the draft, oh, Jesus, man. They got Julio and Ridley. Ridley's one of the best route runners. He's ahead of his time. He's a little mature. He's a little ahead when it comes to route running. That guy's route running is precision. So now they got Julio and Calvin. Man. He got hurt, right?
Yeah, and we still had Sanu. And that same year, Ridley's rookie year, Julio had 1,400 yards. Sanu had 863 and Calvin had 821. They both could have had 1,000.
Yeah. It's just that the fact is there wasn't enough ball for all three of them. You get only the Seahawks have their duo of Tyler Lockett and of course Big Dak. You know, they had both of them had 1,000 yards apiece. So you know, that's a lot of talent.
I was telling Chad Garrison too in the chat that Sanu, if you know, I don't know how y'all's pecking order, he would be a good number 3 from you guys because Sanu moves the chains, he intimidates defensive backs, they can't cover him, and he's energy for the offense, and he's a hell of a blocker in the run game.
And you know what I love the most? His experience and his experience within Kyle's system. People don't put enough. Yep. They don't realize the weight of that. So now, I'm penciling him in. I penciled him as my 3 guy a long time ago. Jawan Jennings is coming on. That's another kind of skill set, maybe somewhat similar to what Sanu can do, because they're both not blazing fast, but they probably have that ability to get open. So, you know, Sherfield is the guy that I have backing up Debo and or Ayuk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. That's 5 guys, right? You're not going to suit up. How many wide receivers are going to suit up on game day? 3, 4.
I think we're keeping 6. I think
on game day. No, I mean I'm not talking about overall cut. How many activate during game day?
4, maybe 5. I think 4.
Because I'm trying to understand, and right now the conflict with everybody is Simba looks like a great return man. We've not had an outstanding return man since, oh God, his name slips me again, since 2013, right? 2012, yeah. Yep. Ted Ginn. We've not had a dazzling, scared the bejesus out of the other team guy like Ted Ginn since Ted Ginn left, right? Simba. Dude, he's one of them little dudes.
Y'all got Ayuk now.
No, but nobody wants to see Ayuk returning. That's a risky job.
Oh, yeah.
Ayuk, sit your butt down. You ain't returning nothing. Go over there and talk to Kyle for a while. Get your assignments, man. Simba, stop it.
And then and then our during our reigning time, Sanu was the number 2 with Julio. They were the best blocking receivers in football.
Was he the number 2?
He was the number 2 in Atlanta, yes.
Wow. I didn't. Well, you know, that makes sense.
Yep.
Because Sanu, yeah.
It was Julio, Sanu, and then we had Taylor Gabriel was the number 3. Then he went to the Bears.
Didn't you have but didn't you have another guy, too?
Yeah, we had Justin Hardy, who you guys had last year and cut him.
Okay, so he didn't figure a lot even back then. But Shanahan probably called him over because he probably knows what he's doing, right? So, you know. Oh, God. Well, hey,
but Ronbo, I'm telling you that.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
No, I was going to ask you. I'm looking at the news. You look at these new quarterbacks. Newton and Jones threw fuel on the fire for Patriots quarterback competition with standout nights, and NFL Twitter took note. It says, you know, Cam could put a mad face on, boy. I love it. Mac Jones looking at the QB1 spot. And I got to tell you something. You know what? You know Belichick loves what he sees in Mac Jones.
He looked pretty good. I saw tonight, but he was throwing against the 2s and the 3s.
But he's a pocket presence. See, here's the thing. A lot of these, even I wonder about Kyle, but Kyle's going to try. These old school coaches that want a quarterback and stand in that pocket and navigate from there, Kyle is like not so old, right? So he can actually make the transition and it's not going to make him crazy. But Belichick's that dude that's going to stand on the sideline. Damn it. Jesus Christ. Cam. I don't know what he was thinking. You know. But now you got Mac Jones. He's old school. If you got the only thing that they have problems with in that place is the receivers. And Kill Harry can't get no separation. There's a couple other guys who aren't bad, but I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know either. I know they got Kendrick Bourne, but he's like your number 3, your possession guy. I don't know if they got any burners. Maybe they got somebody that we don't know about.
Well,
we're going to find out real soon.
I watched a few minutes of that game last week. I seen him make a few connections. I was watching Kill Harry with the defender in his back pocket, couldn't get loose. I said, yeah, look, I kept watching Harry because I really wanted him that year. I said, Nikhil, man, he's just big.
I think he would flourish with another team, Ronbo. I really do. I think he would flourish with another team. I just don't think he's a good fit up there.
He could be. Could be.
Yeah.
I think they tried to I think they tried to get rid of him just this offseason. I think they tried to get rid of him. I don't think they didn't get any takers or any bidding.
Well, just like you and I talked about a few weeks ago, next week is going to be these major cuts where these main players going to get cut.
Surprise, surprise.
We know Nick Foles is going to get cut. Somebody's going to pick him up. I'm going to tell you this, though, and I know the Falcons fan, they tore me up for it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind Flacco getting cut in Philly, and we pick him up to back up Matt Ryan. Oh, no. They started, that insecure. Matt Ryan and Flacco came out the same year. We can't do that.
No, but you know what? No, but
Flacco got a gun.
No, and actually,
I love his arm.
Yeah, he could play. Your offense, the rest of your offense doesn't go through a lot of transition because Flacco's the same kind of quarterback as Matty Ice, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like Flacco. I've always liked Flacco's arm. He's got a gun for an arm. You don't think he does, but he does. If you look and watch him play. So
interesting. See how that.
We're gonna see what's gonna happen because these cuts are gonna happen.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna wait until the end of next week either. You're gonna hear guys getting thrown out early this Tuesday afternoon.
Thrown out.
That's cold. Couldn't even make it to the weekend. They got rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Raider Carlos and Larry Hoover, they won't answer my question when the last time the Raiders made the playoffs. They talking smack about other stuff, but I keep posting that question, and they won't answer it.
You ever watch you remember the Muppets? You remember them two dudes up in the booth upstairs?
Yeah.
That's them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Tony, I'm gonna tell you what, they ain't gonna answer that question, but we already know the answer. We'll see you tomorrow if you got some time. I always love talking to you. All right?
Yes, sir. We'll see you tomorrow, sir.
All right, Tony. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
Here goes Tony. And John. Come on in, John. John, 49. Is it 49ers Ultimate Report? John.
Bravo.
Coach, yes, the chat, yes, you could still super chat, sure. I always feel like, Ronbo, you noticed that question, but I just noticed it because I always know Coach Timo, his name jumps out always on the screen. Something like Seahawks Rain and Raider Carlos and some of this you don't want to hear from, though. I'm sorry. John, give me some of your breakdown on today's workout. Love it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff today. There was like everything on Twitter, everything on Facebook, on YouTube. Coverage. So many. Yeah, basically, of course, the first thing, everyone's talking about George Kittle and and James.
Derwin.
You can't stop Kittle. I don't care who you are. Kittle's the best tight end. I'm tired of all these Kansas City Chiefs fans message me on, my channel. Oh, Kelsey's better.
Yeah, no, he's not, and they know it. And hey, Jamal Adams, same with you, Hawks. He can't stop George.
Yeah, so that was fun to watch. It doesn't matter how good James is. George Kittle is a big dude. He goes after
knows
the
how to use his body too.
He won't care. Yeah, I think in 2019, his tight ends coach was telling him, when I coach Kittle, I tell him, don't get the contact, and he always doesn't listen to me. So it really shows you, Kittle wants to get those extra yards.
George likes it.
Yeah. So then I saw Jawan Jennings, catching a good pass on the sideline, which was pretty cool. So he's really, stepping up, and, he's going against another team.
I love
And, of course, nobody wants me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Jimmy Garoppolo threw a deep bomb to Travis Benjamin, and that happened. It's all over the internet. So there was a lot of things, to talk about. There's not one or the other, but it really shows you that, and of course, my favorite, safety, Talanoa Hufanga, that guy got the best of whoever he was guarding. So that's my quick thoughts of, what I saw today.
One thing about Hufanga, Jennings, and now to some degree, Diamador, they always seem to draw some attention. I mean, it's going to be a consistent thing now, and this is what Talanoa is all about. He's going to make plays. It's like Jimmy Ward said when he was talking to Grant that day, when Grant asked him about Talanoa. Jimmy's face lit all up. Yeah, he makes plays. We didn't know, what he was talking about, but we do now. But now you know why he smiled like that too. Talanoa is fun to watch, and he's such a nice guy. You see him on the interview; he's so humble. God, man, I hope he does well.
Yeah, so I'm very happy, with the Amador, stepping up, to add depth in the cornerback room. Talanoa Fungus, stepping up in our, in the safety room, which is really good because you look at, after 2021, the next year, a lot of these players that are on the team is not going to be there in the following year. So you're starting to see what the 49ers did this offseason. They addressed, a lot of players for the future. Like, of course, the preseason game, everybody's talking about the offensive line. Well, Aaron Banks is still a rookie. The other guy, the other offensive line, Moore is still a rookie.
Yeah.
So they're all learning. Trey Lance, no matter what anyone says about how good he really is, he's still a rookie and he has to learn. And one thing that I get arguments, when I tell people, don't throw in Trey Lance too early, because I've seen this before so many times with many quarterbacks. Every time we put a quarterback in there, that's the next Montana. That's the next Montana. So let's slow down and try to be reasonable. But unfortunately, one thing I've learned this entire calendar year is that there are people who are not reasonable.
So, it's funny you mentioned that. I remember that year we got CJ, and everybody hated Hoyer so bad, they wanted CJ in immediately, right? And I said, guys, I don't know about that, man. He just got here. This is Kyle Shanahan's offense. Can we give him a minute? No. In fact, CJ they're saying something about making comparisons with him and Joe Montana. I said, oh, my Lord, guys. How do we come up with this? No. No. And sure enough, there he goes. CJ went out there, and I thought they was going to hurt him seriously a couple of times. So, you got to be careful. Let these guys develop if they can. Give them some time. I agree.
Yeah, so,
Hey, Keyron, hold on, Keyron. Coming to you in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, right now, of course, we're not even actually in the regular season yet. So they're still going to be talking and chattering. But, once we get to September and we're getting closer and closer, Kyle's going to make that tough decision. And I was basically, on another podcast earlier this evening, talking to another person and, explaining the situation when it comes to Kyle. And I think because of Kyle and, because, we all know how ego, he is with his play calling and that playbook. I don't think he really wants to put in Trey Lance week one, because he wants to, show everybody. Also, again, part of his ego is that he says, look at me, I can still make Jimmy work. And it went to a back and forth conversation. And at the end of the day, you cannot change Kyle. No matter how much you want Jimmy out, you cannot change Kyle. And that's the biggest thing that we all forget. It's not Jimmy's team. It's not Trey Lance's team. Kyle makes the final decisions. Yeah, so that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, you make a point that people are ignoring. I I already knew this. Kyle's going to go with somebody that he can throw the whole book at. You're not going to learn the whole offense in 3 weeks. It takes a little while. Every quarterback that's played for Kyle, it takes a minute. I know we got a brilliant kid in Trey Lance, but he's still human. So he's going to have to be given a little time to be able to pick up all the nuances and things that Jimmy's already adapted to already, and Kyle can actually throw it at him right now and know that he can execute it. But for reasons unknown to me, and it's still a phenomenon to me, how people think that Jimmy just absolutely can't play no ball. There are some people who really think he can't play at all. He only throws 5 or 10-yard passes, and I got him down for less than that sometimes. And also, he's going to throw an INT every other play. And I said, yeah, there were some games where that did not happen. In fact, there were a lot of games that did not happen. But we never forget a Jimmy mistake. We get over anything he does good. So this is why Kyle's not going to be in that club. He's going to look at Jimmy for who he is and what he's been to him. So this is why Jimmy's not a paraplegic. He'll be fine. It'll give Trey a chance to learn what it is to be a pro and what to look for. And when certain things happen, Kyle can point out to him, you see what they did there? What they did is, you notice how the safety's retreating? Watch what happens next. You can point out to your rookie what to expect. Because, like I just pointed out a little while ago, Spagnolia got embarrassed from what I read about what Trey did to him to open up in Kansas City to his defense. And that's why they went after Trey with all they had after that. It was rough. And then we had our makeshift offensive line. Even though they're twos, they said no. So he's going to see more of that from other coaches, too. A guy like Belichick, who runs around bragging about, I've never lost to a rookie quarterback yet. I think he did last year, though. But, this is what happens with DCs. They take that personally. So you don't want to subject Trey to that any sooner than necessary. But we'll see what happens. He's going to be in there for some plays, though. He may not start and end games, but Kyle's going to use him. He's got to get his feet wet now. So, but anyway, John, anything else you want to add before we go?
I wanted to say quickly about Kansas City, the defensive coordinator. Yeah, he takes it personal when his defense doesn't do a good job, and he still has some personal feelings about teams that he was before Kansas City. So I would not be surprised if Trey, did what he did. He started to play, those defensive guys really strong. That's all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah. Spagnolia, we'll see him again. Him and his defense. All right, John. Have a great night, will you? If you got time for us, I know you're busy. See you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, and it's Niners all day.
John, and speaking of which, where is Norm? Chad G. Thanks, Chad, for that contribution. And Coach. Thanks, Coach. He said, yo, Ronbo, to the Godfather. You're the man, Phil. Too much, Coach. I get shy when you talk like that. Thanks, fam. Kieran, sorry. Kieran, get in here, man. It's late. We're out in New York City at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Ronbo.
Yes.
Ronbo.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead, fam. Kieran?
Hold on.
Okay.
Can I hear you? Can you
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, clearly. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't really hear you, no. But
Uh-oh.
you can hear me.
I can hear you very clearly,
Right.
actually. Are you reading my lips?
Okay.
I can hear you.
Listen, Ronbo, man.
Yeah.
I love your show. I love your platform, yo. I love the entertainment that you provide for me and millions of 49ers fans.
Thanks, man.
I have a problem with the last couple episodes, and I'm not trying to bring things back, but the disrespect factor is going too much. Can I ask you a question?
Okay. Yes.
Isn't Will part of TNT?
Yes.
No, Will's not TNT.
Yes. Yeah. Kira, can you see? I said yes.
He is TNT.
Yes.
So
why the hell he could come on the platform and disrespect you and TNT don't say shit about it? You're like, I don't understand that, dude.
Well,
I don't mean to bring up old stuff or whatever.
Yeah, well,
But damn, if it's TNT, this is a Ronbo platform, everybody else is cool with you, I don't understand, yo.
Will you?
Besides, like,
I mean, I keep on. Will very.
I can't
very,
hear you, Ronbo, so I'm just going to talk.
I wish you could. Well, Kieran,
I wish I could hear you.
I know. I need for you to call
My
back to
problem is, I love your platform, man. Like, I love it. I done put millions of Jersey people on your platform. They love it, you know. But my thing is, if Will is TNT, why the hell he shit on you like that? That don't make no sense to me, yo. You're not a racist. You fucking don't disrespect women. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring up old stuff, but this has been bothering me for a couple episodes. I just haven't been able to chime in. But damn, yo, like, we all Niners fans. You like Jimmy G? I like Jimmy G too. I like Trey Lance too. They Niners, bro.
Agreed.
Can you hear me? Oh no.
I can hear you. But
all right, I'm sorry, but
all right, Kieran.
All right, my bad, yo. The disrespect shit I can't take, Ronbo. Like, yo, listen, that shit got me mad, yo. Like, they're on some bullshit, yo. Like, I'm sorry for the language. Fuck Will. Fuck everything he talked about. Listen, if you love Jimmy G, that's your opinion. That's your platform. And another thing, Grant Cohn was a fucking Niners fan when his ass was little and he was rocking the jersey. So that's bullshit. They talk about, oh, he was never a Niners fan. Yes, he was a Niners fan. He was a faithful, yo. And until he started doing what he's doing now. His little ass was a faithful. Like I was when my ass was little, yo.
Kieran, we got to go.
I love you. I got your back, man.
Okay. Thanks.
Real talk, yo. All this shit on the platform is bullshit talking about Will. Oh, I'm going to go to everybody and tell them you're a racist. How the hell are you a racist, bro?
I don't know.
You don't disrespect women. You tell people not to disrespect women. Sit with Denise. Okay. We might have a difference of opinion with her when it comes to football. We're not going to attack her, act like we her husband and all this other dumb shit, man. This is their channel. You do what you do. Stop arguing with these motherfuckers, man. Even like Mike Miller, yo. He's another conehead. Just like the other young cats came on your channel, yo. They try to act like they know so much about football. That's cool. They talking about, oh, they want Lance. I want Lance, too. I'm not going to lie. But I respect what Jimmy did for us, yo. We was at the bottom of the fucking toilet bowl until Jimmy G come.
Okay.
Now we got to know the rise again. He started putting us back on the map because his ass was winning, bro.
Kieran, we got to go. I mean, but good. I appreciate you.
Man, I got to call in again, yo.
Okay.
When I can hear you. I'm sorry, Rambo, but I'm so frustrated with Will, yo. Will is a punk ass bitch.
Oh,
and I'm sorry about that. But that's what it is, yo.
Lower the volume. Okay. Fam!
He's not a faithful, bro.
Okay.
You have a great night. Love you. Love production. Sorry about the cursing. I'm going to holler at you when I'm a little bit more calmer, bro. Have a great night, Ronbo. Shit been bothering me too long, man. Fuck Will and his...
Lower the volume. Okay. Oh, God. He couldn't hear me. So I couldn't navigate through that. But, okay, I just want to know, that was not coming from me. And actually, I didn't know how to stop it. I hopefully we don't have any more dramatic episodes from either side. I mean, the thing is, it's okay to talk football, but we got to be careful, and I myself included. As I knew to go to Twitter today, I ended up apologizing because we're so connected to this team that we tend to forget our manners at times. And these are, we talk to each other as if we don't even know each other sometimes. So to TNT, I hope that was just not anything that I'm feeling about you guys. I've known you guys for, years. So I know that if Will loses it one day, it doesn't reflect on the whole bunch of you. Okay? So we're good. All right. So, God. The most dramatic station. I mean, we do this. We've been doing this ever since Red and Gold Radio. It still exists. And we always do it in the off season. We never do it during the season. We only got a couple of weeks to go. We can survive this off season. Fam, I'm gonna go on that note, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. I love you, fam. I really do. Believe me when I tell you that. Thanks for the contributions tonight as well, guys. Niners!